Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Carrie Dillon. We are joined by our media partners from the Coastal Discovery Museum, RSwift.
Good morning, Carrie.
It's so good to see you.
I know.
And we're joined by a friend who we're going to get to you in just a minute, Miss Suzanne Fiorino. But let's talk first about what's been going on this winter at the Coastal Discovery Museum, Honeyhorn. What's happening?
It's great. The camellia garden is in full bloom. It's absolutely, positively gorgeous, and people are coming out just to walk through the garden. A lot of photographers coming through to get pictures because 131 different varieties.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, nice time to see all of them.
Wow. Well, how do they do in a cold snap? Like today it was 35 degrees.
They love it.
Do they?
That's part of what they're all about. The heat, the cold, hard to kill. Hard to kill.
You know,
they're happy.
That's very well said. Very well said. It's just hard to kill.
So the programs are still going on.
Yeah.
I mean, we, a little limited on our attendances for what we can have in the programs, but programs are still taking place.
Oh, fantastic. Now, has some of it has come back in person? A little bit?
A little bit, yes.
A little bit?
Mm-hmm.
And then the majority of them online, it's something that's always interesting. Have they been filling up quickly? Do people really need to kind of
It's interesting.
look
We
ahead?
have a program tomorrow that we can only take so many in person and virtual, and that one filled up with in person. And then a lot of people still want to do the virtual, so some were only virtual only, but the in person, everybody wants to get out. So you have to wear a mask in there while you're in the buildings. That's still our rule. It's the town's law. So
folks seem to have adjusted to that a little bit more. They're a little less cranky about the masks, and I think that people are really starting to really understand both sides of the equation as to why one needs to do it. How far in advance can you find out about your calendar? Like, how far out do you guys program?
Right now we're through February. We're working on our spring calendar right now, anticipating a big spring, so that will probably be up in the next few weeks.
Awesome. So it's
we're
always good
excited
to check back
but a new exhibit's opening tomorrow.
Let's talk about the gallery. Let's talk about the gallery. What's going on?
Suzanne's going to tell you about it because Suzanne's one of the artists involved in it. We're really excited about this new exhibit coming in.
Perfect. Okay, Suzanne, so nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
What's your medium? What do you do?
So I do photography and oil painting.
Ooh.
And so I have a little sweet little oil paint in the exhibit, along with some of the other really great art that people will see when they come to the exhibit.
So how big is the exhibit? And tell us a little bit about it.
So
It's called, tell me the name of the show.
It's Treasures of Our Coastal State.
Treasures of Our Coastal State, that's right.
And we originally thought about Treasures of the Coast, and then we said, no, South Carolina is just a big, beautiful state, and we have members all over the state of South Carolina. NAWA, yes.
Okay, tell us what is NAWA?
So NAWA is the National Association of Women Artists.
Okay.
It was founded in 1889.
Wow.
So it's over 130 years old, and it was the first women's fine art organization in the U.S.
So where was it home based? Where was it based?
It's home based in New York City and still is today.
Okay.
And we have some local chapters, the South Carolina chapter being one of them. So this exhibit is being hosted by the South Carolina chapter. And we have 21 artists with, I think, 28 pieces of art, including a really beautiful sculpture with a sweetgrass basket on it.
A sculpture that incorporates the sweet?
It's actually a whole sculpture with a sweetgrass basket on top of it. It's
very cool.
Very, very interesting piece, and it's from a native Hilton Head Islander that has done that work.
Oh, very nice. So is it sort of a juried selection to get into the organization?
Yes, so you have to get juried into NAWA, and once you get juried in, one of the purposes of NAWA is really to highlight women's art and to build generations of female artists that traditionally, especially in years past, have been unrepresented in the arts environment. So all the women have been juried into NAWA, plus in this exhibit, women have also had their pieces juried in.
Oh, very nice.
It's an honor. It's a real honor. And some of the artists are going to be there on Thursdays. So they will come in on Thursdays. Some, we were just talking about, some will actually be painting, some will be doing different things. So you can learn from the artist as well.
That's fabulous. Okay, so how large is the 24 artists, you said?
21 artists.
21 artists.
21
and then how long does it go?
So it's going to run until the end of February. So it's open starting tomorrow. People can come in, take a look, walk around, and on Thursdays, of course, as Robin said, come and meet some of the artists that will be on site, and all the way through February 28th.
Okay, are you going to be doing anything live there?
I might. I'm contemplating it. But we've had women that have really stepped up and said they want to be there for those Thursday times, so we've had to double up in a couple cases as well.
Okay.
So we've got some women coming down from Charleston to do that, and some local women as well.
Wonderful. How many local artists are in the show? Just off it, you have a couple. You have
maybe about a third are local artists, and then another third or so up Charleston area, and then third scattered throughout the state.
Gotcha. So you're oil painting and photography. How did you hear about NAWA?
Just some women locally had talked about NAWA. This was a few years back when the chapter was founded, and I thought it'd be a really great honor to be juried into such a historical organization.
Yeah.
Since the 1800s.
Yeah, that's kind of a big deal. That's really like that really, I'm kind of chewing on that right now.
We're
Like,
excited to have it there.
I bet.
Hosting it.
So if you can go to the NAWA website, the NAWA South Carolina chapter website, and actually read a little bit about the history there as well. And they just in New York moved into the National Arts Museum in New York. So it's in a facility that is about the arts, and I'm excited to see that new venue. Previously they were in another building in the city, but have decided to change locations. But again, continuous for over 130 years.
So that really it says a lot about where you all are having the show.
Yes.
So, for you all to kind of land a show like this is great for both of y'all.
We're excited.
I was so excited to be able to host this at the Coastal Discovery Museum.
It's exquisite, isn't it?
Yeah, I talked with Natalie. Gosh, it's been almost 2 years ago. I said, we'd really like to do a show at CDM, and finally now it's here. It's tomorrow.
It's exciting.
Yay! Okay, so
And we're open 7 days a week.
Perfect.
So the gallery's open from 9 until 4, Monday through Saturday, and 11 to 3 on Sunday. So everybody
on
can
out.
come. There's not a
Get on
time
out.
they can't.
Perfect. It's so nice to spend some time with y'all
Thank
today.
you.
We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town.